Earlier in the episode, Uncle Brownie refers to weed as the creator's medicine, and he encourages his nieces and nephews to take this form of medication instead of the evil white man medicine, which he labels alcohol. This has led me to believe that maybe Native American medicine is a more natural substance that they can grow with their two hands, like purely from the land, which land is also commonly referred to as the creator. Whereas white man, they have sort of polluted their medication through production. And as for what Native Americans are medicating, that took further research for me to really understand. Historically, tribes used cannabis in entheogenic practices such as rituals and ceremonies. They recognize its healing properties like inflammation control and the pain-relieving substances, but really weed is taken spiritually as a protection against bad spirits, which is why at the very start of the scene that we watched, the characters are seen to be scooping up some of the smoke romance and brushing it over their heads. Now, when we transition to the car, Uncle Brownie later calls curses a form of medicine, referring to them as bad luck medicine. At first, I thought this might mean that it was bad luck for those who practiced it, but after further internet searching, I found that bad luck medicine are specifically practices that help ward off negative energy, which is why I assume the children were trying to perform it in order to keep their enemies at bay. Now, for medicine in general, we see the characters of Reservation Dogs and Love Medicine use a more action-based methods for medicine, such as like ceremonies and rituals, or one of the characters in Reservation Dogs was trying to perform a curse. And it seems that these actions that they call medicine, like in Lipshaw's case with his love medicine of feeding the geese to his grandparents, or in Uncle Brownie's case, like I said earlier in a later episode, when he tries to ward off a storm with an axe. These methods of love medicine, or of medicine in general, are self-identified. It doesn't take a religious leader or a guide to tell you what medicine is valid or not, or what medicine's authentic, but it just takes the will of the spiritual person themselves.